Okay, so I wouldn't be myself, and I wouldn't be me, and I wouldn't live with myself, and I wouldn't continue to function and operate daily, day to day if I didn't make this video. And I'm only doing this because I first saw Legends of the Hidden Temple when I was, oh shit, 6, 7 years old, like in the late '90s when it used to come on the weekends on Nickelodeon. Like when the like 97, 98, I was 6, 7 years old. Yeah, so and I just it's one of those things to where when you see this for the first time, like as far as game shows, like this is crazy. Like there's like 12 different kids and like different teams and different stages, physical, mental, both, and then of course the temple maze, the temple labyrinth, temple run at the end. Like it was just an amazing, mind-boggling, wonderful show. And then you have uh, Kirk Fogg, like he just was an amazing host, and he just added to the show. And then of course the resistance, Omet, of course, Omet, like just this talking rock, this scary looking rock with light up red eyes and a moving mouth, it's just the first time you see Legends, you just fall in love with it. And then uh, as I got older, Nick Gas, they would show the episodes every single day, multiple times a day, and I just fell in love with the show even more when I was on Nick Gas. And I actually had to go to my cousin's house to watch it, and because we didn't get Nick Gas so much later, and then when we finally got Nick Gas at my own house, oh man, I was watching Legends all the time. And me, uh, as far as my favorite team, this one's tough, but I'm a Silver Snake. That's me. That's my team. I'm Silver Snakes all day. That's me. But I like all the teams, but I'm Silver Snake. So yeah, ride or die Silver Snake till I die Silver Snake. Okay, uh, so so I'm not gonna add any fancy editing or clips because CW Viacom, they'll just block my video anyways if I do. So I'm going to keep this short, sweet, to the point. My review on the Legends reboot that just came out, and I saw the I guess it was a pilot, because when I was hesitant to say pilot, because when I think pilot, I think of an unaired, not technical episode, like it's just a test episode. But I guess pilot can also mean a premiere, series premiere. But it's whatever. Uh, I know it's complicated, but yeah. So, anyways, so yeah, I saw the series premiere. I saw the full episode, so I can have my full judgment and my full review. And when I first heard about the Legends reboot, despite being a Legends fan since the '90s when I was little, 6, 7 years old, I was like, oh wow, finally, because I always felt like Legends should have just kept going, and it ended way too soon, like 3 years. It seems like the show had a good run, but like, it only was on the air for 3 years, and like it should have went on. It should have been on Nickelodeon. Should have been on TV. Period. Way longer. But I heard they were doing a reboot, a while back, and I was really really excited. And then uh, I think last week it was just real sudden and real quick. Last week I was browsing YouTube. I was trying to watch old episodes of Legends, hoping that there was episodes that Viacom didn't take down. But while I was searching for '90s episodes of Legends, a week and a half ago, I believe, the promo for the remake, was recommended. So I watched it. I saw the promo, the trailer. I'm like, yeah, I gotta watch this. And so yeah, I had high hopes and I was optimistic. And uh, let's just say that I'm not completely satisfied, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I liked and what I didn't like, the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. Okay, what I liked that the show had good camera work. Show had good camera work. It had good production. It had good camera work. Like I would like I don't know about you, but sometimes with game shows and reality shows and competition shows, like it's camera work is sometimes really bad, or it's not that great, or it's yeah. So I will one good one plus is that the camera quality, the camera work, camera production was good for 2021. They did step it up. They did for game show, reality show, competition show sake to where camera work sometimes is given a shaft for these type of shows, but not in this case. The camera work was good. Another good is D. Bradley Baker, the voice of Olmec in the original '90s show, is back. But to me, if it would have been a different voice actor or a voice actor that, because you be surprised that voice actors are really good at copycatting. Like sometimes voice actors are recast and all the time. You guys wouldn't know because that's how talented voice actors are. They can imitate the actor that did the character before them. So if another actor did do Olmec, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I wouldn't care. But I am happy, however, I am happy that they did bring back Olmec for as excuse me, did bring back D. Bradley Baker as the voice of Olmec. Another thing I liked was oh shit yeah, I like the camera work. I like that Olmec came back. Um, that's about it. Oh, then that's kind of scary and sad, but yeah, that. Oh no. Okay, one more. Well, okay. The episode I saw, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but the episode I saw, one of the teams, they were a queer, gender non-binary team or trans. I'm not completely sure. So just for the sake of being polite and respectful, and I am a gay black man myself, they were alternative team. They were a positive team. They were LGBTQ team. So I do, and they were also of color too. So that was double points for that. I do appreciate that, and so I did like that because I felt like that was something really do appreciate that. So yeah, that's about it for the goods. So now we're gonna go to the things I didn't care for. Okay, I didn't like how there's this version only has 4 teams. And like why? Because clearly in the promos we saw the team colors, and in this episode you saw in the promos there were Silver Snakes teams, and I told you guys Silver Snakes are my team. So I mean I was like, what the hell? Why are Silver Snakes not here? That's my bias. That's my team. That's who I root for. Like where the fuck are the Silver Snakes? Where the hell are the Silver Snakes? They were in the promos and trailers. So yeah, each episode only has 4 teams. Why? I have no fucking clue. I don't know why they decided to do that. That was very ignorant. That was very stupid. That was very dumb. Why does every episode only have 4 teams? And they just switch the colors around because obviously there are going to be episodes with Silver Snake. So that is just so stupid. Like why? Ugh. So that's one thing I didn't like. There's only 4 teams. Uh, Another thing I didn't like, the moat challenge is really difficult. It's like really hard. Like it takes a while. It's very time consuming. Like in the '90s, the moat was just like a qualifier. It was like you like, do you really want to be here? Are you tough enough? Like it was like a very quick skill challenge to where if you can't hang, then you got to go. It was like a very cut and dry challenge. You guys know, all my original Legends fans like myself. Like it was very cut and dry challenge. Like just get to the other side of the pool. Like but like this challenge like is really difficult and like really detailed, and like it's like a typical game challenge. Like it's like really and it shouldn't be like that. But that's So I didn't like how the mode was in this version and this incarnation of Legends of the Hidden Temple is really, really difficult and it's really, really detailed for no reason when the mode should and always should be just a simple, minute, quick challenge, but not in this version. Okay, so that's that. Okay, well, another thing I didn't like was each episode has 4 teams. So at this stage, one team gets eliminated. So there are 3 teams left that go into the steps of knowledge. In the steps of knowledge, the way the legend is told, it's from what I've heard, from what I gathered, it's a lot longer. Like again in the '90s original Legend of the Hidden Temple, like when Olmec would explain the legend, it wasn't that long. Like it was just because they would it can't be too long because you got to answer remember questions that he said from the story. But it seemed like this legend was like really really long and like it seemed like it was like a made up story. Like in the '90s Nickelodeon legends, like they were based on like true, like uh people in history. Like they were based on like historical events, like that actually happened. Like some things might have been fabricated or exaggerated, but here, like it seems like it's all made up legends. I'm not, I don't think this was a true story, but but the legend, like he explained it a lot longer for some reason. I don't know why. So then after that, they answered the questions and all that, and uh, so yeah, so I guess I didn't hate the steps of knowledge. That it was kind of the same as it was in the original, but that's my only uh, complaints about it. Uh, what else? Oh, the teams they all know each other. They all have a pre-existing relationship, so it's a friend or a cousin or a sibling or a partner or whatever. They all know each other, and I'm kind of indifferent about that because in the original Legends, they all the teams paired up. They were strangers. They met that morning when they were getting dressed up for the show. But in this version, they all know each other. So it's whatever. I don't. Okay, so the Temple Games. Okay. What I don't like about this is that okay, so um, okay how it's formatted and how it's set up is that okay. So if a team wins both Temple games, because there's only 2 Temple games, if a team wins both Temple games, they go to the Temple. If a team wins, if each team wins one Temple game, there's a tiebreaker question. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. I just feel if they would have kept the format in the original to where it was 3 Temple games and the first 2 games, one team member participated and it was half pendant. Last game was both team members full pendant. And should there be a tiebreaker if any didn't go to the question? But I would have preferred that. But that's they switched it up for this version, and I kind of don't like that. The Temple games, I will I'm going to kind of retract what I said earlier when I said there was nothing else that I liked. The Temple games actually weren't that bad. The Temple games were kind of interesting. They were kind of fun. So yeah. So that was that. Now on to the Temple. Uh, to me, that made the Temple. Uh, I don't know. I'm not happy with it. To me, they could have done a lot better. Like it's not really a temple. It's more like a. Uh, it's more like a coliseum. It's more because it's outside. There's not really rooms. There's to me I just more like a coliseum or like ruins or like it's not really a temple because a temple is inside. It's indoors. That's it's a temple. But this like a lot of the rooms they were just outside. They weren't really rooms. Like some of the rooms that they tried to save a monkey, okay, they brought back. So yeah, so I do like they did bring back some rooms, but a lot of 90% of the rooms were kind of new, and a lot of the tasks they had to do were kind of too much. Like like and what's funny is they gave them an extra minute. So this like original Legends, they got 3 minutes to temple. This Legends they get 4 minutes, and I don't know. I mean, I don't feel the temple is impossible, but it's much more difficult and harder and irrelevant and redundant and crazy. And And it's not, again, it's not really a temple. It's outside room with it's like ruins. It's like like a, it's I don't know. Oh, another guy mentioned that they added a commercial break, advertisement break in during the temple run, and he said that that was kind of corny and silly and stupid. And I have to agree, yeah, it kind of was. And while we're at that, just to also to add, during the temple run, the way that the temple guards, like when a team approaches a temple guard, like it does. There's like this really weird close up shot, like to where you'll see the temple guard's face, and they'll like jerk their head or like scream at you at the screen, and like they'll play this really annoying sound effect, like this the scary sound effect, and I'm like, really. And that's another thing I forgot to mention. The music, like the score or the music, they just, it's like they just kept looping like this 15-second like Indiana Jones stock music, like do da da doom, do da da doom, or da 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 da, like during challenges, and that got kind of annoying. So yeah, it would have been nice if they would have had a better soundtrack. I don't know if they should have necessarily brought the music from the '90s legends that had that kind of MIDI music, but I don't. Maybe they should have. I don't know. But yeah, the music on this show is not that good. It's not good. So yeah, I just wanted to just add that. So yeah. Oh, and like design wise and makeup wise, the temple guards. I don't know. To me, that they no, that was not it. They no. I don't know how to just. Yeah, no. The temple guards like fail as far as look and design and makeup, and no, they didn't. No, sorry. So that's that. Oh, one more thing I wanted to add, which I forgot to mention earlier. So yeah, so there's no Kurt Fogg hosting, but there's this woman named Cristela Alonso, and I think I've heard of her before. I think I've seen her before in like some stuff, but yeah, it's interesting that they picked her. She's okay. I would have preferred Kirk Fogg, but she's okay. But yeah. So I'm gonna give this Legends of the Hidden Temple reboot a C minus. I'm gonna see. I'll see the next episode. But yeah, I told you guys the things I like, things I didn't like, things that ticked me off, things that bothered me, things that made no sense, and that were dumb. And I'm sure you guys agree. So yeah, and this is kind of a bummer because all these years, like I said, I was born in '91, so like I saw Legends in the '90s on Nickelodeon on the weekends, and later on Nick Gas when I was a little bit older in my teenage years. So yeah, so this was kind of a bummer to me, in my opinion, but so I guess a C minus for now. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure that C minus is going to stick because I don't like the way they. I don't think I'm going to change my mind on that C minus. I don't like the way this is set up, and this is such a shame because we waited so long for a Legends reboot, and this is what we get. But hey, so that's my opinion. If you guys agree, disagree, whatever. Uh, Thank you guys for listening, and take care. Bye bye.